All right, all right, all right. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dr. Greg McLeod here from the Elite Traders University. It's so good to be with you here on this fabulous Thursday, the first Thursday of February, uh, the first day of February and the first day of February. And so we are here on the winner's circle. We're going to do some live trading, and we're going to actually start looking for some trades now. I'm just going to share my screen and I actually want to invite you out to our 3-day challenge. I want to tell you a little bit about that. If you'd like to trade with me in our Zoom room, because if you're looking on YouTube, you're probably delayed a few minutes, but you'll have the opportunity to get involved in our live trading. And hey, Lewis is in the room. Nice to see you, sir. And let me go ahead and share my screen number 2 so you can actually come over to the challenge elitetraders.live.com. I'll go ahead and get that to you as well. Put that in the chat box. But it's 3 days, 2 hours each day. And we're going to be doing a live 3-day Forex scalping challenge. So if you need a little turbo thrust in your trading and need some help, well, then guess what? We're going to be there to do that with you. Okay. So very simple. You just click the button and you can register, and it will come up, and then you'll get sent a Zoom link for each of the 3 days, and you can join me. If you stay to the very end, we'll have a couple of surprises, a couple of prizes for you. You'll get access to the recordings of the 3 days, the trader's checklist, and also a free coaching call with me. Okay, so if you like that, if that sounds good to you, make sure that you register. Spaces are limited, and so look forward to see you soon. Okay, so enough of that. Let me go ahead and place that link in the chat box for those people. Join me for my 3-day scalping challenge. Okay, let me pop that in that chat box there. And good. And so that'll go ahead and make sure this is muted. Yes. And then we'll go into our charts. Ken has entered the room. I don't know how those you entered the room really easily, but Ken had to go through a vetting process. I guess you've got it going on, huh? No worries. Let me get a new share here. And let me go and share my screen. Okay. And we're going to do, okay. So we're going to check the heat map, see what's up, see what's warmed up on this Thursday. A big good evening to you, Ken. And Mr. Lewis, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you got you've been taking your zinc and vitamin C and hot chicken soup. Let me see. There we go. They've been playing this currency pair pretty good for a while here. Oh, that's a weekly chart. Oh, no, we need to get down to a 5-minute and see what's going on there. 5-minute looks a little on the wonky side. Looks like it wants to drop some after hitting some highs here. The one spot 9403 area. My goodness. And we actually hit, look at that high we hit right after we got offline yesterday. Right. So maybe we are tuning up for, I mean, this is pretty much a downtrend, but now we've got some support here. But sometimes after we made a lot of money with one currency, we probably don't want to go back to the well. Human nature says, oh, wow, I made so much money with this pair. Let's go ahead and do it again. but then you end up doing that and giving it all back. So let's go ahead and go to the My Market heat map, and we'll take a quick gander there. We'll log in. Here we have and let's take a look at our heat maps. Let's click the Forex majors first and see what's going on there. We have the Aussie dollar up 0.26%. We got a nice little breakout there, and that would make our pound Aussie start to drop like it's doing. Okay, and so let's take a look. That's the number one thing there. Let's go ahead at the all, maybe the all Forex pairs and see if that is true. Aussie dollar, Aussie Swiss, Aussie yen. It's like an Aussie party, and our pound Aussie was once a darling yesterday. Now it's in the cellar. So let's go ahead and get back here, right? And let's go ahead and check her out. Let's go AUD USD, and let's do a quick gander at the news just to see what any flags are out, any fun with flags. See what on the economic calendar for this evening. This is the 1st of February, the first day of February, and I can't believe it. I haven't seen you guys since last month. Haha, little dad joke there. We have Bank of England. So this is Thursday evening, right? Thursday evening, so we're going to Friday. Non-farm payroll. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow is non-farm payroll. Yeah. I've been playing hooky from Bulls versus Bears, so things kind of sneak up on me. Well, I usually do them on Friday, but yeah, I find that we're going to we got a month off, so we're going to bring it back. Oh look, Aussie that Aussie did a really mean drop. Look at that. Inside day on the 5-minute. What if we go up to the 15-minute? It's still got an uptrend, right? Seems like we have an uptrend. Let's see if we can put a fib on this and see how far, because this is gapping the way. It's not just moving diagonally in a nice little move. It's like market manipulation. It's kind of like this pretty. Here is the 50% retracement, this green line here. Orange line was the 38. We cut right through the 38, and we tagged there on this 50% retracement, right? Oh, blew right through that. Bam! It's like green eggs and ham, Sam I am. Do I like these? Wow, this thing is really turned around, right? Here we go. We got the 618 coming up. Do I like the 618? We have a vertical, just total major drop here. And we tag the 618. Higher low in the 618. I'm going to take a little shot at that. $618 at 65.88. And see if we get a return back to the old high. Nice 5 pips there. We had a green candle, but it turned back red. We're still hovering above the 61.8% retracement. Aussie dollar 0.6589, 89 by 88 on February 1st, 2024. Again, my name is Dr. Greg McLeod. I am the CEO and founder of the Elite Traders University. For those of you who are watching via YouTube, right? And I want to thank you so much for taking your time to maybe checking us out, seeing if this is something you want to be part of. And, you can always schedule a time to talk with me or a member of my team and a free breakthrough strategy call. And you can see if this is possibly a right opportunity for you to join Elite Traders University. So, and no time better than the present to learn a skill that can pay the bills, right? And you can see that we have that 618 was very strong, and our entry, we can actually show our entries where we got in precisely using the executions. And you can see that this blue arrow was where we got in, and this is where it is right now. And we'll see if we can, price will get back to that 0 spot 659. It's a 5.4 pip move. Might not be a whole lot for some people, but we could possibly get back up to the 66.18 area, and that would be probably another 5 pips, maybe 10 pips there. And we can see that after the steep drop, after the Fed came out with that they weren't going to cut rates, the market was disappointed. And then so we saw this total drop. The dollar got very strong. Typically, the dollar does get strong around this time. Going February is usually the worst month when it comes to stocks and risk on assets. It's usually abysmal. And we saw that even though some of the companies reported good earnings, they sold off. Names like Tesla and Microsoft sold off. They rebounded today. And you can see that the currency market sold off, or the Aussie dollar sold off in direction of the stock market. And when the stock market rose, we got this push higher. So got a little pullback to the 0 spots 659. I'm on a 15-second chart. I usually use dual time frame analysis. I have the 15-second chart or lower time frame chart on the right-hand side, my higher time frame 15-minute chart on the left-hand side. And my goal is to trade in the direction of the higher time frame chart. What we affectionately call the compass chart. Like a compass, like, you know, if you're old school, you know what a compass is. If you're new school, you know, what's a compass, right? Well, a compass usually tells us the direction of something, right? Now everyone has GPS on their phone or Google Maps or Apple Maps or whatever they have to find direction. No one really needs a compass, Neil, but I actually have a compass app on my phone for finding direction. So if all we have to do is look at the higher time frame to tell us the direction, and if you can draw a line and it points the direction that we're going, which is pretty cool, right? They move the arrow here, and sometimes they get lost. It's right here, right? I'm going to use this big arrow here. Right? That's the direction it's going, right? So I don't want to sell anymore. I mean, I didn't want to sell for a long time. There's no sell opportunity here. Even though it's here, but it's just a small glitch, right? So I'm looking for a continuation. And what typically traders mess up is that they are looking at one time frame on their phone, right? They're looking, and so your phone, you're only at one time frame, and then the market goes down or goes up, and they go short, and they don't know why, right? Because they're looking at this, right? Thinking it's the trunk of an elephant was really a snake. We call it time frame relevancy error, where you think you're in a downtrend, but you're really in a pullback in an overall uptrend. So I recommend you having both time frames, a higher time frame and a lower time frame on your charts at the same time, which is very difficult to do if you're using a tablet or a cell phone. And the beauty of this is it keeps you in the right side of the market. Now, sometimes we can ignore, even if we have this pointing up and you have this green arrow, there is always a temptation to go short, right? Like this was a nice little temptation to go short. However, you went short, you went to the bathroom, and you come back, and this thing is way up here, and you're wondering what happened because you're not trading in the same direction as the market tide. You became a non-believer, right? You stopped believing in the trend. And when you're not a believer, this is what happens. Instead of being plus 130, be negative 130. What's going on? See, the higher time frame chart is kicking in big time. Big time. So we're long Aussie dollar 0.6589. I have a target, a 5.4 pip target, 0.6594. And let me check to see if we hit our first target of the evening. And you could trade 10 standard lots and you hit your target gets hit and you make $540. Well, $540 a day, 5 days a week, making like 2,500 a week. That's not too shabby, right? Not too shabby crappy. 2,500 a week, times 50 weeks or 50, it's $125,000 a year. Currently at the 0.6591. And this was the mission that we went from a dealing desk model where the broker actually made money off of client losses, and we went to a non-dealing desk model where where the brokerage made money off spreads and commissions. So in order to really make that profitable, we really need people to trade more and trade large size and trade more. So my CEO at a meeting said, hey, I wish I could crack a system that people could make 5-10 pips on large lot sizes and they can get in and out in a few minutes. And so that's what my mission was to create. I actually had had it in my back pocket. I just wanted to didn't want to release it too soon. Wanted to let them sweat it out a bit. as everyone was trying to perfect such a system. But I had the system before I joined the brokerage, actually. Um, and so when it came for people to show off their systems and things, my uh, my system won out. The system that I worked with Mark Douglas back in 2004, I was trained by Mark Douglas. Um, so when I introduced this, then everyone, that's where Pip and Run was born. And so I was doing daily webinars, like like something like I'm doing right now, right? In which people would trade along with me, and large clients and institutions would trade alongside with me, and we would just make a lot of money very quickly, right? And that was very good for the clients and extremely well for the brokerage, because it would spreads and commission, so many commissions that could be generated. Trading 10 standard lots is like a $300, brokerage make about $300 on trades like that. And if people took multiple trades, then it could be, it turned out to be a huge money center for the brokerage. However, the banks were taking the other side of the trades, and clients were way too profitable. And so, all good things have to come to an end. And that's why I'm here now with you guys. So I don't know if anyone that's teaching Forex or anything has that kind of story, which is a true story. I have documents to support everything I say, documents and pictures. And many of you have followed me since then. You were with me. Some of you who are watching me now were with me when I was at the brokerage back in 2007 and 2008. And then I have plenty of social media. I mean, my social media account is probably one of the oldest Forex trading social media accounts out there, which attests to all that I've been doing. And I probably created more millionaires than any other, pound for pound, a lot of testimonies as well. So we're giving people that opportunity to sample that, with changes in the Facebook algorithm and changes in YouTube and change, it makes it a little bit more difficult to reach people via social media. And some people who've been watching YouTube have never seen a video from mine, and my account is some 13 years old, and I post pretty regularly as well. But due to little tricks in SEO and keywords and search and stuff like that, and I'm just not a marketer. I am a trader. I've hired marketers, and so the whole idea is to get the word out. But I think the best way to get the word out, if you could help me out, is to share the we have a challenge link for our challenge. But I think seeing is believing. You can fake a house on Airbnb or VRBO. You can get a fake Porsche or Ferrari or whatever from Turo, but you can't fake trades like this, where I get in the market, pull the trigger in front of you, and make money, right? In fact, that's the whole reason why my CEO wanted this, was to show that money can be made in the market very quickly, and it would give people confidence that they would want to trade with our brokerage. And that's what was done back in the 2006, 2007. But you have to have a strategy, right? It looks effortless, but you can attest to the people who are even in the room with me now. There is work behind this. There is simulations that you have to do. There is demo practice that you have to do. There is trade tracking sheets you have to do. It's PDR. It's practice, drill, rehearse. And if you are in the military, that PDR is very important. In fact, I call the simulator that we use is like this. It's a shoot. If you ever been to a shooting range, and if you're in the military or you're in the police department, you have to go to that shooting range. You really don't want to be partnered up with someone who can't hit a bullseye, right? So you practice and practice and practice until you can shoot with confidence and hit a bullseye, because your life depends on it, and the life of your partner depends on it too. Well, if you behave that same amount of urgency in your trading, that I am practicing pulling the trigger, pulling the trigger, pulling the trigger on these trades over and over again, you're going to develop something called unconscious competency. That's spaced repetition, drill and kill, gives you that confidence to become, to have that unconscious competency. And now you're in the zone. It's a lot easier to get into a trading zone when you're sharp, right? Just like any high performance athlete, any high performance performer, musician, you get in the zone when if you have sharpened the axe. When you take your time to sharpen the axe, you can cut down more trees than someone who starts earlier than you, right? And when you can make it routine because you've done it so many times, there's no time to get nervous. You're not nervous anymore. Just like maybe when you first drove a car, you were nervous, and you drove a stick shift. You thought you were going to roll back and crash into a car on a hill. You thought your car was going to stall out. Starts bucking like a Bronco because you're in the wrong gear. The car stalled out. But after a while, what will happen is you'll develop unconscious competency, and you do without thinking, right? You don't think about it anymore. You just do. And that's Bruce Lee, martial arts, anything, you do it enough to become unconscious at it. And that's the mistake. Many traders do not practice. They think, oh, I'm practicing on a demo account. It takes too long, right? You have to wait for bar after bar. Or if you're trading in a demo account, it takes too long again. But you need that repetition of the skill. And also, not only just repetition of the skill, I encourage my students to book private sessions with me. They get one private session a month where I'm like their accountability partner, seeing what they have done, looking at their losses, because you can learn so much from someone's losses. You can tell whether they have, they make the same mistakes over and over again. If we can learn how to stop those mistakes, then they can make profit consistently and achieve financial freedom. Freedom from work, freedom from working for somebody else, freedom from having to put money in your account all the time, right? You want to be withdrawing money from your account, not putting money in, right? Picture yourself putting money in one time. And it's like planting a seed in the ground. You plant that seed once, and then you get a harvest from that seed, 10, 20, 30, 40 times what that, 100 times what you put in, right? From that original seed of maybe 100, 200, maybe $1,000 you put in. And then can you imagine getting thousands and thousands and thousands from that very 1,000 that you put in? Why? Because you've practiced so much and you have done the work to be able to know that you can get into the market and make money. I basically turned on the computer, turned on Zoom, pushed the button, and I'm up $300, right? That there should be something that sits in your head. That guy must know something, right? But it's remarkable that people will still go for the guy with the Ferrari and the Lambo and the big house and the pool and the fancy girls with the long eyelashes, and they go, I will be like that guy. And that guy, you are like that guy. He has no money. He doesn't know how to trade. And, but he's got your money though, right? So this is kind of looping back a little bit. And a lot of people buy courses and things like that. It's, well, how many people are successful if your course, Greg? I go, well, it's 100% successful when you do what you need to do, right? And however long it takes. Now, if you have excuses, if people have things, they get sick, someone dies in their family, they've got to, work thing obligations, they have kid obligations, they have family obligations. And, if you don't have any other problems in the world, which is not, you get to a point where, this is so important, and making money and being free is so important that none of these other things matter. If you are that kind of person, then this is 100% successful. So it's like you have to be committed, just like anything else, right? You have to be committed. And many of us have gone to college, and we had friends that went to college with us and they didn't finish. There's a story, you guys remember a fighter by the name of Roberto Duran. And Roberto Duran fought, was a Sugar Ray Leonard. And there was this big title fight, and it was, everyone was looking forward to it. And, Roberto Duran was fighting Sugar Ray Leonard. And then, a couple rounds into it, he threw up his hands and said, I don't want to do this anymore. No mas. It was called like the no mas fight, right? And no one knew, like, why did he stop? He just got into the ring and just stopped. Did he just, just didn't want to fight me. He didn't want to fight him anymore. He quit. He threw it in. Sugar Ray won by default, right? But everyone was like in shock. Like, why? Why? Why did this guy give up? He just said, no mas, no more, no mas. Because he was, a Spanish speaker. Now, he went on to win several other fights, big fights, championship fights, right? And in fact, he finished up a very good fighting record. However, he could not live down the reputation of no mas, of being the quitter. He's always known as the boxer who quit. He quit on his dream. He quit. There are many people who were betting on him, believing in him, and they bet. And that reputation, no matter how many wins he made after that, the public never forgave him. And he's always known as the boxer. Like, I'm telling a story, Roberto Duran, the quitter, no mas, right? It stuck, So now, how's that, think about your own life. Are there things that you started and didn't finish? Did you say no mas or no more too soon? Or maybe you said no mas even before you even gotten started, right? And some people say, I didn't know that it takes this. Well, anything in life takes commitment. And you have to understand that I started in 1995, right? And it took me 10 years to come up with this. And then to put it in a way that people could be taught it. And now all you have to do is maybe put in a year, 90 days, a year, maybe 2 years at most. Better than 10, right? Better than Michael, who put in 18 years before he saw results. Not in my program. He was trying 18 years on his own, but 1 year with me, and he turns $1,000 into $10,000, right? So it all depends on you, you know. And if you are a musician or if you played sports, maybe you played in high school long ago, maybe you were, you know what it takes to be good, right? So I like working with people who have a background either in they were either in maybe they did mortgages or real estate, or sales, something where they had to fight, you know, a little bit, and where it didn't come easy because they know what it takes to win, right? And a lot of people growing up in the United States were a little soft. Everything is easy. Everything's a microwave. Everything's fast, right? But it really isn't. You really see that the people who are successful really, even with a system like this, you still have to put some work in, right? You probably won't have to put 10 years in because I've done all the hard work for you. I've made all the mistakes that you have made, that you could have made. I've already made them. So you can learn and avoid some of the pitfalls. And that's the whole reason why you pay for somebody's time. You're paying for time that you could not get back. I can never get back those 10 years I put into going to seminars, flying someplace to go to not a webinar because they didn't have any webinars back then, but going to different cities and listening to speakers and buying books and tapes and doing these things and sleepless nights and staying up late and blowing up accounts and the heartache and all that stuff that I put into it, and maybe time away from my family, from my friends, from the things I probably would want to do, but I spent researching and knocking my head up. That time I will never, ever get back. But the best thing about it is it's time you won't have to give up, right? And if you're going to give up your time on anything, you want to give it up on something that shows results and the person has already put the time in and they're accessible and you're coachable, rather than something that's untested, unproven, right? And jumping from one thing to another. Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book, and in it, but he talked about 10,000 hours to mastery. 10,000 hours is about 3.5 years. So anytime you learn something new, it's going to roughly take you 3.5 years to really hit your stride. I remember becoming a teacher. I wasn't a natural born teacher. That first year I sucked. The second year I wanted to quit. And the third year, all of a sudden, it's like, wow, I could do it in my sleep. I won teacher of the year the third year, right? And usually that third year is pretty magical. Third year in your job, or third year of marriage, or third year of any type of commitment, you seem to get the hang of it after the third year. Some of my students are in their third year and they are like killing it. All of a sudden the light just went on and they're just, they just a little late, some late bloomers. I got some guys who just saw it, like Michael saw it in 1 year, one day. He didn't even go to class. You go, why did you, if you look at his testimony, I go, yeah, all these winning trades. Like, how did you get all these? He goes, well, little did we know, we found out that he was watching my videos on YouTube. And basically he was making $1,000 a day just by watching my videos, right? But he was a student, he was hungry, and he was going to backward engineer and do everything he could. He was probably a little bit brighter than the average run-of-the-mill guy, but he was hungry. He had a motivation to be a better business success than his father, and so he was going to do it. His father was well-to-do, well off, and Michael didn't, and he didn't give Michael any money, and so Michael had to find his own way, and so it made him much more hungry than the average person. So when he saw my videos and seeing me making $5,000-$6,000 in a few minutes, Well, then he latched on because he said, if I'm going to put my time into something, I'm going to put some time into something that works. If you look at the charts now, Aussie dollar is coming up on our target right now, 65.94. We're really close, right? We're up $500, 480. And I might just go ahead and take this at 530. Boom. Done. Done and done, right? So that would, so it was like 44. We started at 9 o'clock. Did a little analysis point and did a little talking. And it's 9:44. We made $530 or so, right? All right, we can see where we got in. We got in over here. And we got out here. In fact, we can actually add the label. I have so many labels. I don't want to like overcrowd my charts with, there we go. That's from here to here. And so let me, so that was pretty cool. It looks like it seems like it has some legs to go higher. But you know, I might wait for a pullback, right? So that's okay. Lewis. Oh yeah. Hey, my guys, I forgot you guys are you were chiming along with me while I was talking, right? Let me just go to the chat box. Hey Doc, getting better. Makes sense. And nope, I have not crossed no one like you, Doc. Thank you so much. Thank you. Inspiring story. That was too profitable, and that was a great problem. Yeah, being profitable is that yeah, you know, it's like yeah, you wonder, you know, it's like I wonder why they were stoning. Not that I'm not saying I'm anywhere like Jesus, but if you look at any of the martyrs didn't do bad stuff, you know. It was like these martyrs, you know, you can find that you do really good things. There are haters. It's like, oh, that's what they mean by haters. Okay. The only thing that can stop me is God, and hopefully it's oh yeah, you won't be stopped by God. God's for you. He wants you to prosper. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. No excuses. Yeah, there's no. I mean, it's just baking cookies. Yeah, I've just baked cookies. I could bake cookies again. Look at that. Look at that. I'm looking at it right there. But look at that. Oh, missed that. It's okay. Ooh, screaming higher. New high. New high. Oh,
All aboard!
let me check on let's check YouTube, our bento box room, and see if there's anyone out there. It's hard. I'm trying to like, and says 5 people are watching. Hey, tell me where you're from and who's out there. I see 5 people are watching. Or maybe this is old. I'm wearing the same color shirt. I should wear another color shirt, right? I think we're live here, right? There we go. Okay, now I'm on the right screen. And no. All right. Oh wow, it's really starting to clock now. Anybody take that trade? Anybody in? Anybody? No. Okay. Daniel Bass. What's up, Dan? Dan's watching this on YouTube. Nice to hear from you, guy. Happy New Year. You see my entry? I don't like that entry. I entered over here. Look at that. Oh, and let it go. Yeah. Ideally, want to hold on to it. Let me get rid of this thing here. You want to hold on to it until you get a color change on that higher time frame. Yeah, it's still okay. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Boom. Boom. No. Okay. Very cool. He says, Happy New Year too. Tell me know how that will work if I put it on here. But yeah. That's Dan, guys. I got the guys here. Lou and Lou Senior is here, as well as Kid is here too. Okay, we are kind of flagging. So we're flagging out here into the value zone. Got a little early. Ooh, there we go. In the money. Right. Okay, we got to find a target. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, I think we could run. Run, my son, run. Run, Forrest, run. So we get all right, here we go. Oh, no, modify that. Okay. That was a nice entry too, right? Right? Reezer. Remember Police Academy? The guy with the sound effects. I know you're probably too young to have seen Police Academy, but Lou Senior, you should show it to him. Funny movie. All right, in your new place. Awesome. Better, much better. Mas mejor. Here we go. So back here, this was our really fast. This is that whole FOMC kind of thing that went on. And so we're actually returning back to, back in this really freaky range here. Right. See, we're back in that range. Maybe we get to the top of that range. We go to the top of the range. That's the one way of drawing it. Or we can go to a higher time frame and look for a Fibonacci, which is a little bit better because you don't look at that. There we go. So we've got Mr. Big Green Arrow out of the way. This to remind me not to get short, right? Ooh. Okay. See if this yeah, I mean, we had these vertical drops. Might be interesting if we got back to this level here, this shelf area, but let's go to a fib, and so that's our high, 68.74. So let's take a fib from way up there to way down here and see what where we are, right? Oh, it's dripping. It's like dripping paint, right? 38% retracement is right here at the 66.49. And that would give us a goodly amount of change right there, right? Or we're just pulling back here, right? Remember, the market is a stop-driven market. So think about, you need stops to move up. So how can you get people to put some stops in above the high? Well, you gotta lure them in with these sells, right? And especially something like this is going to bring in a lot of people placing their stops. That's the fuel for the fire, right? This is the logs. This is the explosives, right? People that their stops are the explosives, right? And they think that, oh wow, we're fine, we're making money. This is picking the top, and then boom, hits that, boom, explodes and pushes price to the next level, right? Because people have stops in different places. They have some stops up there. They have layers and layers of stops, right? And that's the firewood. That's the stuff that's the fuel for the bulls. Bear stops. So you need to attract bears. You have to put out honey or salmon in this case. And they see, more salmon, yum, 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 yum. Trap. Oh, bear trap. Snap. And then, oh no, it's going to my stops. Oh my God, no, 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 no. And they might get some big bears. Don't worry, we'll try to short some more, add more to it, place more stops. When they get more short, they add more stops. And look, boom, into the stop zone. Bam!
All aboard! Bye, bye, bye!
They took some of the stops. So some of these would disappear. This one would disappear, remove that one. And that one would disappear, remove that one. Right. And maybe some people maybe move their stop up, remove that one. Right. So there's some more up there. They go, okay, we'll short again. And why? Because we have, Pinocchio bar. Okay, Pinocchio bar. Not very long one, right? Place some stops above the high, right? So all this is potential, right? It looks very tasty. Like, yeah, it's like, here, have some salmon. Here's some berries. Here's some honey. All right, thanks. We can buy a new cave. And they're high pawing each other. And then something happens.
Bye, bye, bye! Bye, bye, bye! All aboard!
More stops. Tasty. Mm. No, keep shorting. We're in a downtrend. Lower swing highs and lower swing lows is a downtrend. Why is it going up against me? I'm gonna place my stop above the swing high and get short. All right, go for it.
The House of Pain.
Oh, Tyrannosaurus Rex breaks through. What do you think? What do you think about that, guys? Did I stutter? See, once we clear the stops, look how big the candles are, right? Because the stops got cleared. They're walking the band. We're hitting the top of the band, but see, this hit the band, pull back, hit the band, pull back. Now, band, walking, 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 walking. This will be a walking. You guys know. If you know the system, you know how about the walk. New high, new high.
All aboard!
Now, okay, this is what we're talking about. I think Lewis Jr. was talking about, is taking it off too soon. If we look at the higher time frame, the big candle moving in the zone. If you were looking at your oscillators are just now crossing, right? But in this flat area kind of makes you like, oh, maybe I want to like get out, but there's no red in here, right? And no bear is going to stand in the way. The bears had their say, they couldn't do it. We have inside day here, and it couldn't bring it down. So now we're just driving. They're trying to get a little inside day. Just driving hard. Boom. Boom.
Bye, bye, bye!
I'm going to take it. I can always get back in. You like this? Good stuff, Maynard. Toasty wheat, crunchy malt, iron fortified. He won't eat it. He won't. What is it? Some cereal. It's probably good for you. I'm not going to try it. Hey, let's get Mikey to try it. Hey, yeah, he eats anything. He doesn't eat anything. Oh, there we go. 78 point. This is a 618. Ooh, wick down there. Pretty pretty wick vertical move. Remember, this is a stop-driven market, so we have to get the bears to put stops in. Yeah, let's go put some stops in. Yeah, put some stops over there and put some stops over here. Hey, we're making money. We're making some great money. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We sure are. We sure is. Yeah, just be got it. Yeah, he says, I'm glad I'm seeing those vertical moves on the trigger gets me every time. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like, yeah, I can wait. And, oh, I don't have a color chance. Stay in there, but give up all that. It took a long time to get. This thing came back all the way back down to this original entry, right? So I'm using this as a discount to be able to get in because it's oversold, right? So it's oversold. I got an uptrend still. This is not telling me anything about I got three very strong candles in an uptrend. That's why I get this big green arrow here to like remind me, don't sell. He said, well, I could have made money from here to here. Yeah, but watch this. Let me get rid of this labels. Labels are like irritating. I'll just get rid of I'll keep the arrows, but take off all the writing. Say I went to the supermarket and they had bacon for $2.99 a pack. I'm like, $2.99 a pack? Limit one per household or something. I go, I got two phones. I got two phones. I'm gonna go out the door and come back in. I love bacon. I have a stack of bacon for $2.99 in my refrigerator. I'm like going, you can't make me just buy one pack of bacon for $2.99. And that's why I just here. I got $2.99 bacon. Come on, bro. $1.97 eggs. And I was leaving. I said, look, I'm not going to eat 18 eggs by myself. And the lady, the cashier goes, go back and get yourself another thing. You can get two 18-pack eggs, 197. I'm like going, that's a whole lot of eggs, lady. It's like I'm going to have a chicken farm in there, right? So I went back and grabbed it because she made me. And I just like, okay. I go, since you're buying all that bacon, you have to have eggs with your bacon. I'm like going, that doesn't make any sense. Yes, it does. So now I have all these eggs and all this bacon, but I made some egg salad sandwich. I never really had the egg salad sandwiches, but that egg salad sandwich is really, really tasty. And I still have eggs left, and I made some skillet brownies. Well, I missed my entry there, but here we go. A or one, B or two. Vertical gapping moves. Coming back to the entry. Return RTTSC, return to the scene of the crime. Right. And then you take a Fibonacci expansion on that. %, expansion takes me here, 65.99. The 1.618 takes me up to 66.00. Oh, 666, the figure right there, the 100%. You can barely, the 1.618, it's kind of, yeah, change the colors on this thing. Yeah, 1.618. Make it differently. Like, why? Yeah. Oh, where'd it go? It stayed blue. Okay. 50% retracement. Hey, my cookbook. Yeah, I'm coming up with some stuff. Well, I've got this Alexa, the Echo, and sometimes it flashes a recipe on, and then I'll go ahead and like save it to my bookmarks, and then I'll put my twist on it. But the egg salad, and I put it on avocado toast. When you have an egg salad sandwich with avocado, you're just not hungry. It just kills your appetite, literally. But then I made some beef broccoli and the beef, but I made just like the Chinese, how the Chinese beef, you always wonder, what kind of meat is that? But it's really tender, right? Because the secret is they they marinate the beef in baking soda. They put a tablespoon of baking soda in water, then they put the steak in, and it just softens the meat, totally meat tenderizes it. So you can turn like round or some chuck steak or whatever, and it turned into almost like Wagyu beef overnight. I I marinated some ginger and soy sauce, and my goodness, it's like, okay. In Vegas, there's a lot of great food here, but I just haven't. My student flew out here. He took me to the Caesar's Palace buffet. That buffet is the most insane buffet on this planet. I mean, all the crab legs, all the lobster. Then they have all the sushi that you can eat. I just all the fried chicken, all the desserts. Just amazing. It's $89, but uh, yeah, bring your appetite. And you have to get reservations because it fills up. It's a real popular attraction. I think they give you I think they give you like an hour and a half. They time you. It's like so, but it's more than enough time, after you know, and they have a taco bar, and they have this. It reminds me of the old Rio international buffet they used to have at the Rio, but better, higher class. Just crab, all kinds of shrimp, you know, lobster claws, pile of lobster claws. Like, really? Take as many as you want. Lobster claws. Then they had brisket, brisket and lobster claws. Oh my God. And then when the shell came out here, we went to some after the Golden Knights won the championship. We went to a sushi bar and to a steak place that was out here, Scott's. And I think it's in the Win. Oh, stay focused here. Well, double bottom here. It's pushing a little harder here. A, B, C. Another big vertical move here. No. And you can see, okay, inside day. Still got a very powerful move on this what's on the 4-hour chart. Okay, Greg. Okay, 2 hours good. 1 hour is still good. 30-minute is good. 15-minute. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, so we must have a bigger correction here from you have to take from this low. So this is actually where it all kind of started right here, right? I'm gonna remove this. Okay. Oh, okay. We're in the. So where you draw your fibs, we have a big the drop in the little elbow. That would be the beginning. And I'm gonna move all these lines here so I can. Right. It means only down 97 down to 90. It's only down 2 pips, really, right? 65.97 down to 65.92. It's 5 pips. It looks bigger than what it is, right? But still, you have to think about it, like, okay, where are we? 38% retracement, right? 38, 38, and we've got ST, STD, right? It's and that's not a venereal disease, but STD, stochastics divergence. I've ever changed the letters on that. STOD. We got STOD. Okay. But we tagged that 65.95. So and this is 97. So this is 2 pips. Can you imagine? This is 2 pips. And now it's going a little bit. And it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so divergence at the 50% retracement, maybe 65.93. That takes us down 4 pips. Tag, you're at pushing down. That's doing green eggs and ham. The 786, the Fibonacci of last result or last Fibonacci of last resort. Okay. Do you have a 15-minute has a small red candle there? Our 30 minutes still looks pretty bullish. Maybe a little bit of NMDE showing up on the histogram. Okay, so now we are at the this is the 61.8%. Man, we slammed that hard. 65.92. So we're down 5 pips, short at 97, at 92. It's like crawling around. Fell down the stairs. It's crawling around looking for a flashlight. It's not standing up. Probably climb back up. I fired my wad back here. I really should have like maybe saved it and then fired it down here. Been really nice. Brought down my break even point. What if we went up in the time frame from 15 seconds to 30 seconds? Then there's an A, B, C. Looks a lot smoother. Thirty seconds. Okay, 10:19. So the 23 didn't hold. The 38 didn't hold. 618 just didn't even, it didn't even like the 618. Like the six, I mean the 50% blew through the 50%. 618 did, we found some support. Take a quick look at the heat map. Aussie dollar is still at the top. Best trade so far. And with no news on the docket, well, we can check with my market heat map and go to the Forex, the financial news stream. Yes, another thing, something could have happened, some type of report or something. Is Tesla hazardous waste? Aussie dollar forecast. Aussie dollar continues these troubles near support. Currency pair operates within a broader consolidation range, with implications contingent on the outcome of the upcoming non-farm payroll announcement. Oh, that's right. Non-farm payrolls tomorrow, right? I did say that. But sometimes you get so in the zone, I needed next to that green arrow, I need to type NFP on my chart, right? In the event of a breakdown below the 0.65 level, it's conceivable that the Australian dollar may target the 63.50 area, right? And you got Bitcoin forecast, NASDAQ, silver, okay. Okay. Let's get back. Okay. Starting to get a move back up. Nice big candle there. And do we try to capitalize on that? Lower our break-even point. Okay, we're at 65.94. See if we can make a run towards the 6600 number, whole number, round number. The market likes round numbers like that end in 00. For instance, there used to be a system that we used to trade, and we trade options on stocks many years ago, where our instructor, his name is Wade Cook, and he would say, "Oh, any stock that if we get in of over $85 a share, usually will run into 100. It doesn't stay at 85 or in the 80s very long, right?" So you just look in the newspaper and look for a stock which hit over $80 a share, and then you just would buy it and hold it, and then within a couple of weeks or weeks, right, it would be over 100, which means you make $20 on the price, right? I did that recently. That was like 2022 on Merck. Merck was in the about $75, $80 range, and it rolled. It's like 114 right now. And we got options, and so that was a pretty good trade, but it just took forever. But if you come into the Forex, a similar thing happens where, see, we the ending 0.6597 and 99, 94, 99. Well, guess what? The next round number is 6600, right? So usually when we get up into the, we roll, see back here, we almost rolled to the 6,500. That was our low. And then we roll right back up into the 6590s. And so we get the 6590s. Well, then the next rollover will be 6,600, right? And then we'll go with the 6625, right? And then we'll go up to 6650, and then 6675, and then we'll roll into 6700. So just the next round number acts as a magnet for price. We can't really close. I mean, that high, 66, 65,994, 4/10 of a 4/10. Ooh, okay. We are now 5 pips down. Looked like we were getting a little NMDE here. And this is something that runs in the traders. You start off cautious at the very beginning, and then you get more confidence, and then you see that happen, right? Ideally, you would like to stack your orders at the beginning here, get out, get light, and then, but so just analyzing my trades, looking at here, there's always room for improvement. Eventually this will go up, but I would be in a better position if I, look at the analysis on this first deep correction and discount, and bought more bacon, bought more bacon and eggs here while it was cheap versus buying bacon and eggs here when it's more expensive, right? But because the value has already been played out, right? So you can learn from that. But it's natural to, you're feeling good, you're telling stories, you got cookies and milk, you've got, everything's feeling good. And so, yeah, why not put 25 standard lots on there, right? And like, oh, snap, what did I just do? Right? we go. You start feeling you're invincible, but the trend is old. We started at this arrow, and now we are here, right? But look, pull back, dip, but see look, yeah, shoulder, head, shoulder, lower, high, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, trend change, right? But he's out. Another thing that was an error too was I was on a 4 hour. 4 hours too far away. That's why I'm not like, oh my god, I better do something, because I can ride this out because this thing is very solid. But for day trading, no, I should have been on, 5 minute or 15 minute, and that way when this thing hit that high right there, I could have in that red candle that would have said, no, Greg, we're good. Stop. Oh, look, I got out at the height, and the next candle, small body, inside day, reversal, and then red. And so I'm out. Right. I picked the top. Right. Anyway, the 4 hour trend will bail me out. Like, yeah. But then you have to sit through. You have to wait for the four. It's like, I don't know, getting stranded and waiting for your grandma to pick you up, and she drives slow if she had left the house to pick you up. And it starts raining. And you're like, snap. And you're hungry. But you remember when eggs were like $9 a dozen? That was crazy. I'm paying $6 and $7 for some eggs. And now they're like giving them away. But see, that's what happens when prices go up. People will start producing. Say, oh my goodness, if we have more eggs, we could make millions of dollars. So they can start buying all these chickens and having all these eggs. And now you have a glut of eggs. And everyone has a sale on eggs now, right? Just like after the pandemic, you know, hand sanitizer out of stock, and masks are out of stock, and then oh man, we can start a company and start making hand sanitizer. And now you're stuck with all this hand sanitizer because everyone else had the bright idea, and the pandemic is over. We have oversupply, and guess what? Price falls. Law of supply and demand, right? We have this. So that's what happens when you have this glut, or oil. Price of gasoline goes up to $5 a gallon. Then the oil drillers go, man, we can make a lot more money if we could sell more oil. Then they start drilling like crazy. Everyone else has the same bright idea. And what? We have a glut in oil, and the gas prices fall. Thank God, right? So that boom bust cycle happens in commodities, in currencies, in gold, in stocks, right? When everybody wants it, and then people produce more, and then the price starts to fall, and nobody wants it. Then the people who are making the hand sanitizer go out of business, and there's only a few companies left. And then now you got this RSP virus coming back around now, right? And everyone's buying Lysol and masks again. So here we are, 65.92, crawling around. I went from trend, uptrend to downtrend, downtrend juice, and now we're in accumulation phase. We're accumulating. When the supply runs out, price should break out and head north to Alaska. Go north. The rush is on. Okay, let's check what's going on here. I think I had something to share with you. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah. So this is the archives of. So the market structure, we go from trading range to breakout to channel to trading range to breakout. So it just cycles around, right? And the move from trading range to breakout, then we're trending, right? But we're trading range. We went from trading range to breakout. And then we're ranging inside of those candles. And for those of you who are in mentorship, you know that when we're all of this is 4, right? Choppy 4, extending for 5. Now we're done with ABC, right? Actually, we get back 3, high and tight flag, and then the flag pole usually is the same distance. The breakout from the flag is the same height. So we have like more to go. So that's the flag pole. And if we clone it like a sheep. Clone. Bring in the clones. Bring in the clones. Oh, snap. That's the flag pole extension, right? 6639. Now, if you take a Fibonacci expansion from there, you get something else too, where if you took this and that, you can go like that. You're 1.272, 100% expansion. But if you took the height of the range and then, and bring that down to the highest point of that, which is like here. Whoa, look at that. Well, of course, 100% expansion is the range. 100, this is 100%, right? 618, a little over half. So 6608. And then 1.618 will take 6678. And then we have the 6721 there, right? Now, with a high and tight flag and a pullback, well, when does this pullback end? Right now, it's pulling back pretty hard, right? Vertical, another big vertical push down. So you can tell that they're building lots of, every time the bears are going short, they're placing stops along the way. So stops here, and then when it drops, they place stops there, and then drop. Then they have stops at the little hump, right? Little humps. There's a stop, right? And there's all kinds of stops in between, and there's more. So remember the they need stops to fuel the rally, and they probably ran out of juice up there at that top, and now they're going to reload by bringing these bears in here, right? Which will correspond to our Fibonacci's from the very start here to here. Whoa, that's a big that'd be a big drop, Greg. It's like where you would like hedge. I just forgot it's non-farm payroll. Yeah. So we might we're we're at 90, 65, 90. So we are no, we're 7 pips down. 7 pips, not bad if you have a small position on, but if you have a big position on, then it could be pretty sizable, right? While we're waiting for that, let's take a look at gold, XAUUSD. For those of you who are, ooh, look at that. So 5 minute, 15 second. I mean, big long wicks. And it's it has been diving, but now we have this nice inverted head and shoulders pattern on gold. Right. Entry was back here. It's 2054.25. Yeah, we're just kind of late to the party there, right? With so we got still way up there. Let's see. Stop. I'm gonna put a stop loss underneath. And let's see. The old high was right here without the wicks, right? Ideal or entry would have been here to 2054.26. So kind of like 60 cents behind. So let's see if it if we look at the higher time frame chart, I mean, we're not missing too much. We had a consolidation candle, a doji, another one, and then we're actually just leaving the station here on the 5 minute. If we were to draw like a trend line, like a break. I think it's probably moving pretty slow for NFP. This week went by super fast, didn't it? I think it was Monday not too long ago. Now it's like Friday. Hard to believe. Ooh, okay. really going anywhere here. About 60 minutes for the hour. Gold making its push. I mean, really, if you zoom this out, let me crimp this together to a 15. Well, we have what we affectionately know as a slingshot trade. We can actually, that would probably be at 2066, be really nice. An old high. And that would swing lows right there. That's a 5-to-1 risk to reward. You can actually scope that out. This is our entry. Oh, just it just dropped. It's like, don't count your chickens before they hatch, Greg. It was 3.47 to 1. I mean, that wick, maybe a little bit off the wick a little bit. I think I did. Yeah, a little bit. All right. So it's the 3.42 risk to reward. Oh, coming right back hard into the oh, it's going vertical. Okay. It just died just before it got to the high. Switch back to Aussie dollars, see what's going on there. Okay. It's starting to come back. Familiar heel, arch, toe, breaking out of the shoe. About 14 minutes for the hour. It is 12:45 in Tokyo lunch. Lunchtime in Tokyo, London's 4 a.m. Still kind of early. New York, almost 11. Here in beautiful Las Vegas, it is a quarter to 8. See if it'll start taking out some of these stops. Got one right there. Hit that. Start a cascade of orders. Boom. You see it? It hit it and it spiked right through it. Just a random line I drew, right? No, that's gone. Next one. Walking the band, walking the Bollinger Band. Penetrates the band and then starts walking. Gets fire. It's cold. I'm gonna Put my hand on little this fire that Lou put on there, right? Okay. And again, just a reminder that we are holding a very excited day. We're going to do our ultimate 3-day Forex scalping challenge. It's an opportunity that's too good to miss. Again, it's going to be Monday, February 5th through Wednesday, February 7th, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time sharp. Few seats are available, so make sure you click the button and register. And this is a free event, so tell a friend, share the link on your social media page that you're going to be there, and you can learn more about the challenge and right and what we get learn about strategies and money management, and maybe make some money at it too. Okay, so again, that's going to be at 9 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, February 5th through the 7th at 9 p.m. sharp. Be there, be square. Okay, all right. And somebody said they wanted to see some of my cooking recipes on Gyaza, right? So this is my egg salad that I made with those eggs on a bed of avocado toast, and it's keto rye toast. So it has like one carb in it, and it tastes great. Toasted that up and sprinkle a little paprika, a little smoked paprika on top of that. Egg salad with green onions and celery and avocado mayonnaise, right? And so that was pretty tasty. And this is the broccoli beef that I made. And look at that beef. I mean, and the mushrooms and the broccoli. And I tell you, that beef was the most tenderest beef that I've ever made. Again, using that baking soda gives it that Chinese, and you could put a little crust on that and fry it up and make that into like the General Shao um, beef that they have over at Panda Express. That's that you create that kind of beef. So that was yeah, made that. That's what I do when waiting for trades. Cook. Ah, oh, here we go. People forget that one, right? That stop was hit. Oh yeah. I used to work for Universal Studios. I worked in the catering department in another life while I was in college. So I cooked a lot of food for thousands of people. It. 'Cause. 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 ' 85, 95. Here we go. Next one. A little shy. 5 minutes to 11. And so this really. Yeah. So this, yeah, this is the Caesar's buffet. You get your snow crab clusters, your brisket, lobster claws, and shrimp, right? Just and John's over there, he's got his going on right there too. Just makes me put some reservations for this weekend. Somebody fly out and join me. 2 more plates. Yeah, I got a couple more plates after that, right? Okay. So we turn down, right? But the flag, it's flagging out, right? Here, nice little flag pattern. Doing our flags, color change. Speaking of another plate, I say put another plate of don't catch me here, right? You can almost see the little ABC in that little ABC. So let's see if we get a break on our next candle. Then we're right into the value zone. We talked about the value zone between the 13 and 21 moving average. Ooh, that's a value. That's a great thing. You have Giazzo. Is like if you have a picture on your phone, you can use the share, have that has those two barbells of share, and you can share it to Giazzo if you have Giazzo on your phone, and you can take your pictures off your phone and you can like Giazzo them if you want. And the rich keep getting richer because John, my student, he hit a jackpot when we were there. So it was because we were watching, remember those videos I was showing you, Lou? I showed it to him. And so we start practicing. I had a small jackpot, but he had a bigger one than I did. So he paid for dinner. So 4-bar consolidation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 4 and a breakout north.
Bye, bye, bye!
Oh, goodbye. Now you have all this open space here. Watch this run. Look, look. Because there's nothing here. We remember the Little Rascals episode. Remarkable. We flagged out. See, open space. Look at the stack. Boom, 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 stack. Because there's nothing to stop it. Then look at the higher time frame. Beep. Complete a big U-turn. Look, 3, 4. Conceptually, you just ignore a little zigzaggies in between. You just look at the big peaks, really. It's just one big, it actually was a 5-wave down, right? Because it almost tells you that this whole thing is actually in trend and these up moves are actually counter trend, but these counter trend moves are pretty big, right? You can get something weird like that. You can see maybe this is a shoulder head, and maybe this is going to be another big shoulder, right? Because there's nothing, there's no lines of, there's nowhere you can draw resistance except here, and then here, and then here. And if you take those out, there's nothing, right? You'll start running. It might be looking at, see, you don't have a swing, you don't have a swing high in here. I don't know if it's using that ledge of that candle is maybe creating. This one didn't really. Not really. The real hump is right here. I don't know why this is pausing right there. Maybe it's like a fib. Maybe it's a fib level. But if you put a fib on that, because it's pausing, it's like, why? What's there? Right? Well, I don't think I drew it right anyway, right? If you drew it right, you draw it right. Well, it's sitting at it's a 618. That's what it's playing around with. Ooh, seafood platter. Let me see that. Oh yeah. Well, that looks good. Let me put that in Gyazo. You've been immortalized. You're part of Giazzo. Oh, that's right. You smoke. You do brisket and stuff like that. Ribs, St. Louis ribs. Oh, pull back. Uh-oh. Flagging. Big flag. That's like a megaphone pattern. That's ooh, that looks good. Is that boom boom sauce or cheese? Yeah. Oh, Lou Jr. Okay. Yeah. What do you want to do? Oh, let's come back. Yeah. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Junior? Oh man, what's going on here? Yeah. Oh, you're in? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, gold's moving too. Look at that. Here we go. Just getting started on the gold train. All aboard.
All aboard!
Here we go. Okay. Let's get back to wow. No, no. Oh, I have to go to Aussie dollar. Oh wow. Yeah, here we go. 1108. Oh yeah. I know I had cut off when we hit that 224% expansion target on the pound Aussie. Here we go. Here we go. In the money almost. Knocked out that at the 786 congestion zone. We're in the money. Backed up a little bit. Come on. Come on. It sold off right at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock high, 2200. And then right here, it reversed at 39. So it took like 39-minute pause. Like somebody had to go to the bathroom break, and then they took it back up again. That long vertical move down. Now we're retracing it back up. And then another vertical move, and we'll probably take that back up. And then the little one. So if it gets back here, it's from the entry is like 3 pips, but you know, our ultimate target is like that flagpole. Oh, the flagpole right there. There's that first consolidation, 100% expansion, 66.39. I want to get the run it in the positive just before we it's getting a little late, but again, we will. Non-farm payroll is tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be too tired to actually because even though I'm on Pacific time, I don't know what it is. I sleep in and I well, like 8, 9 o'clock. Yeah. All right. So I want to thank you so much for coming. And thank you, you YouTube people. Make sure you show up for our challenge and share it with a friend. It's absolutely free, and it's a way to introduce people to the Elite Traders University and uh, and expand the revolution. Viva la revolution! Financial freedom for all. All right, and to all, a good night.